My dear friends, we have heard, this is the continuation from yesterday and day before yesterday. We are seeing the woes targeted towards Pharisees and scribes, wherein Jesus says, what you say you don't practice, and what you practice you don't preach. There is this hypocrisy, double standard in your teaching and the way you live. And today's reading and today's memoria of Saint Augustine, you can connect with that. Augustine has written his autobiography, Confessions. You must read it for your spiritual transformation. And if you have read it, nowhere, at least I feel, you see this hypocrisy in Augustine's writing. In Confessions, he openly confesses what is going within himself. He sees everything, he goes for everything. Augustine was not a simple man, he was a highly intellectual person. He knew languages, he knew the art of rhetorics. That was the professions, rhetorics and law. And he chooses rhetorics, and he sought after professor in most of the colleges, and then he goes to Milan and he gets the highest position. Yet he is restless in his life, but never, I feel at least, he was hypocrite, double standard in expressing his life. All his writing in the Confession, you can see how Augustine, once empowered, finds it difficult to be happy in life, and he seeks all the things. As a professor, he seeks happiness in this academic pursuits. He teaches, he is involved in intellectual discussions, and that does not give him happiness. Then he goes into immoral things, concubinage, and then he is not happy in that. My dear friends, he goes to everything, and at the end, he realizes that when you rest in God, you have this proper rest from restlessness. Today, is he relevant for our life? Yes. Today we see same things. He even changes his religion, joins a sect called Manichaeism in order to see happiness in all that he sees. My dear friends, today in our life also, we may try to seek happiness, rest in our life. Maybe rest in the job we do, maybe rest in the relationships we pursue, or maybe anything. Today we see media, YouTube, memes, and Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp that can keep us engaged in hours and hours and hours. And when we go through this, we see, this can give me happiness. But what happens after you spend maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? At the end, you feel, I wasted my time. I could have done something productive. And this is what Augustine felt. Yes, I wandered at the age of 31. He realizes that means what? All his youthful age, he wandered. And then he realizes God alone can give us happiness. Ask yourself, my friend, what is that prized possession? Prized possession could be your family, which will give you restlessness. Prized possession could be your job or your position in the society or at your workplace. That could give you restlessness every time you try to think about it. And the more you think, the more rest you seek, the more restlessness you find. Augustine says, do everything. This is good. Job is good. Family is good. Friend circle is good. Everything that you look in the media for something good. But first, seek God in your life. If you are grounded, rested in God, everything you will find rest. The first thing we can take from Augustine is our hearts are restless until they rest in God. I have said time and again, our life will be restless until we rest in God. Our family will be restless until our family rests in God. My priesthood will be restless until my priesthood rests in God. Everything in this world will lead us to restlessness until we rest first in God, and then all the other things will have meaning. The second thing is prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful, and that you can see in the life of Augustine. His mother Monica prayed for him and for her family, not 1 year, 2 years. They say 17 long years. 17 long years. She was after Augustine that he may change his life, and she had only desire. If you read Confessions, he spent some pages writing the last moments of his mother's death. Both are there before they could go back to Africa, which she could not. She dies there and she gets fever, she goes into coma. But she says to Augustine this: all my life I had a desire so that you could come back to God. You could come back to God, and I prayed for it. And I prayed for it. And the last thing she says before she could die: remember me when you're at the altar. My friends, prayer is powerful. Augustine prayed before his conversion, and he prayed kneeling down in that garden, and he prayed the psalm, how long, you Lord? How long? And then something dawns in his mind and he changes. Prayer, my friend, can change. You pray for anyone, pray for yourself, pray for any intention, and prayer can change things. I believe in that. And the last thing, but not the least, Scripture is truly profound and profoundly true. My dear friends, Scripture is the basis, as Deum Verbum Vatican II would say, soul of theology, soul of Christian living. You don't read Scripture, you don't have that soul. What I mean to say is that the basis, the foundation, the ground for our Christian living is Scriptures. You may read saints' life, you may read some beautiful articles written by theologians, written by priests, but those are secondary material. The primary source and the source is the Scripture. Augustine changes his life through Scripture. When he was in the garden, some sound of children singing, he feels in his ears. Tolle lege. What it means? Take up and read the Scriptures. And he opens the Scriptures. He opened the Scriptures and he sees the page that he gets is Romans chapter 13 verse 13 to 14. Give up, live a proper way. Give up this drunkenness, this jealousy, this immorality, and put on Jesus. Don't gratify your desires. This passage gets Romans chapter 13 verse 13 to 14. The Scripture changes Augustine. My dear friends, three things. Our hearts will be restless until you die. They will remain restless until you rest in God. Sooner or later you realize this wisdom. Augustine realized at the age of 31, and that was the decisive moment, transformative moment. He lived till 75, but all his life he was restful, not restless throughout his life. The second thing is prayer is powerful. Pray for you, pray for your family, pray for this world. And the second thing is Scriptures. All the other books are secondary. This sermon is secondary. Anything you find on YouTube will be secondary. The messages you find on WhatsApp will be secondary. The primary thing is the Scripture. Scripture changed Augustine. Scripture will change all of us. Jesus says, woe to you Pharisees and scribes, you hypocrite. He may even say to us, woe to you priests, woe to you my dear brother, sister, because you live a hypocritical life. Augustine was also may have said, woe to you, Augustine. But from woe, he became wow to you, Augustine. Wow, you lived a life and changed. Every saint had a past and every sinner has a future. My dear friends, from woe, we need to transform ourselves to wow. God should say, wow, you have changed your life. Your people should say, wow, what a transformation we see in you. Let us take this journey from woe to wow.